Evening. Welcome to the week, you guys. Happy Monday. Did everybody have a good day? I did. I had a day off today and then I work tomorrow and then I have 2 days off. So it was a nice day to like reset, do a little cleaning. I went for a long stroll through the woods and then came home and did a little bit of gardening and did a lot of like meditation and meditative things today. Took a nice bath. I just got out of the bath. I've still got wet hair. But yeah, it's been really nice to just like catch my breath and relax. We had like the apocalypse at work last week. Basically, it was like Mother's Day and graduations and proms and all kinds of things going on, and it was just insane every day. So it's nice to just relax and be quiet and like not talk to anyone. That was really nice. And then I've been loving my garden outside. I've been loving my roses. I've been watering my plants at night and like chilling and winding down with the plants. So it's been really nice. I did have a bit of a stand by me moment in the forest today. It was sort of terrifying. So there's this point in the trail that goes back toward like the loop that goes around that like old airfield or whatever, like the, what is it called? There was like an airport runway there, like a little tiny private airport. I can't recall, like the airfield. I don't know, but this is there now. There's like a trail that goes around it, and it's like on the other side of the woods or whatever from where I go in. So I walk towards there and like go through this labyrinth and come around. And near that area, there's this like weird creepy tent that's like always like back, and it's like back behind the trees a little ways, like off the trail, but you can see it. And I'm like, oh my God, like it's the killer. I'm just like, it's so scary. And it's been back there for a long time. And that looks scary. I'm gonna go turn on my light. That was terrifying back there. I thought that the murderer was there now. Okay, so yeah, so the tent is like really scary, but it looks like all old and abandoned, like no one's back there. But then I'm like, well, maybe there is. So I don't know. That's the only part of the woods that's scary to me. So I'm back there wandering on today, and I've like been having this like nice time, and I get to the part where like the tent usually is, and I don't notice it. But then I get a little further down where the pond is, and the tent is like rolled up and kind of like just kind of thrown, like it was like kind of like rolled up really quick, but then like tossed aside like near the pond. And I was like, oh, the storm must have blown that tent down and it must have like tumbled over here and tangled. But then like as I got closer to it, I was like, oh, it looks like there's something in there, like a dead body sort of like laying on its side, like it's been rolled up in a tent and like discarded. And I was like, oh my God, I am so scared right now. It was very Stand By Me. And so I was just like, yep, I don't want to be part of a murder today. I'm just going to take off back where I came from very quickly and get away from the scene. And I'm all freaking out, and I'm like kind of like running and just to get like away from this like possible dead person and murder situation, just get back to like the safer part of the isolated forest. And I see this guy walking towards me, and I'm like, well, statistically, he does look like the murderer because it was just like this lone, clean-cut, polite-looking white man of a certain age, like later 40s. But he did not feel like the particular murderer to me in this scenario. So then I had to like really calm down so he didn't, like if he discovered the tent after me, he wouldn't think that, I was a part of this. But yeah, so I don't know. I guess I'm just going to wait to see if I hear about anything happening in Shelby Forest. I don't want to be over dramatic and be like reporting things and like setting off alarms, and they're like, my God, it's just a tent. Like, why didn't you touch it? I'm like, I don't want to contaminate the crime scene. And it's like we're not, I mean, I've learned criminal investigation from, TV. So I know you shouldn't touch anything that might be part of a crime. So I don't know. Let's hope it's just a tent. But We'll see. Okay. I would like to talk now about our reading for the day. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the or the total lunar eclipse, we had a full moon, blood moon, full lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So it was a full moon, it was a blood moon, full eclipse in Scorpio. What was it, like Sunday night at like 11:15 Central, 12:15 Eastern. And I had done this video, or the whole reading and workshop and everything for it, like before work, and started the upload and everything. And it just like, it went crazy, and it took like overnight again. And the other eclipse from like 2 weeks ago, the new moon, did that too. And none of my other videos have done it. It was so crazy. And not only that, it looks like I uploaded it from like Sputnik. It's like the grainiest, like lowest video quality I've ever seen. And it's so crazy because I didn't notice, because I've been watching the videos or whatever, just some of them like on my phone, and so I didn't notice. And then I saw one on my computer, and I was like, oh, my video quality is so horrible. What is going on? And I checked, it had been like on the lowest setting. And oh, hopefully I won't look like I am posting this video from the past in the International Space Station anymore. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. Yeah, so to set out the week, we got 2 major arcana cards that came up in our in the total lunar eclipse reading, which, by the way, you should really go watch that. It's up. It's still good. It's going to be affecting us for a little bit. But yeah, so 2 major arcana cards came up, and they were both really exciting in the reading because they were really culminative, I guess, of the story, and like in a very, like they really confirmed that this cycle is like closing up, and we have so much more freedom to move forward. So today we pulled, and so this is the anchor energy for the week. That, you know, everything is going to be sort of like flavored by these themes, but we got the World and we got the Star card. So we got the World, which means like this woman is like, you know, she's arrived, like we have kind of graduated from the end of like this huge cycle of learning and growth and soul contracts and things that we had to do and complete and learn and become the apprentice of our life and go through all these experiences and storms and self-mastery. And so now we've come to the end of that growth period and that cycle. And now it's like we're free to go in any direction now. And we have a bright and hopeful future ahead of us. In fact, it's like the world is our oyster. I think of the song, something, 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 making good grades, my future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. These 2 cards remind me of the fact that like the women's movement is happening right now again with abortion rights, the fight to keep abortion rights. And I'm feeling hopeful about this just because like these 2 women are both like very naked, very feminine, very I don't know, I just think of I think of this whole struggle right now with the Supreme Court and protecting abortion rights, and it makes me feel hopeful. I know a lot of people were doing magic today. I'm not really one to join in on cursing anyone, but I pray for the outcome that I want. So I put my energy into the outcome that I want, which is abortion rights protected for all, because, you know, other people's business is none of our business. And there are very necessary times where people need abortions and they're going to get them anyway. And you don't want them done in an illegal, unsafe situation, because that's what happens. And people have very traumatizing experiences because of it. So we're praying that those things are protected, so that all the women are protected and our rights and we take these bodies seriously because we're the portal of life and death and like bringing souls into the world. That's a huge responsibility, you know, that you're ushering a life in. That's, you know, so being able to have, you know, sovereignty over that is important and should be cherished and respected. So good, positive, thankful, grateful, victorious vibes there. So I'm feeling like this is like the graduation season and it's time to celebrate. It's time to move forward. We can get this party started. Things are hopeful. Things are starting to flourish in our lives. Healing is starting to show. We're starting to have the kind of life that reflects a state of being more emotionally stable. Our physical environment around us is more stable, and we're feeling more secure and just more free and more lighthearted in general. I think we've all been working on our self-worth a lot more, and we're feeling a lot more sovereign in our own, choices, and being able to say, set healthy boundaries with other people, and not be enmeshed, not be responsible for how other people are. We can be kind to one another, but like other people are not our responsibility. They have to take care of themselves. It's their job to be the master of their own feelings, their own thoughts, and their own lives. And, we can be there to support one another, and we can give one another a helping hand, but like at the end of the day, we're all our own responsibility. And so we are learning how to be healthy in that way, to be able to be supportive and be there for one another, but also allow people to learn for themselves, and be able to, prioritize our needs, and take into account the needs of others. But like, if our challenge in life is to overcome being selfish, maybe we need to consider other people's needs. If our challenge in life is to overcome being overgivers and overly empathic and always worried about being, maintaining other people's feelings, then maybe the lesson is for us to be more, less porous and have sturdier boundaries, and like focus on our own needs for a time being, right? So we're learning how to balance all of those things. And so because of this, like, our whole experience is starting to change. We don't need the same kind of things to lean on that we used to. We can kind of like steer our own ship and take responsibility for ourselves and keep ourselves and hold ourselves accountable. Like, because we're starting to like figure out that when we stick to these things and when we show up for ourselves and when we keep these promises that we make to ourselves, it makes us have more confidence and more self-worth and more self-esteem. And so it just builds this momentum, and then it builds our magnetism. And then we realize that, like, oh my gosh, the little sprouts and signs of life are starting to come through. Like, all of it is starting to really reap something. We're starting to see something for what we've put in. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling hopeful. We don't know what's coming around the corner. This is a brand new cycle, and we're new people. So we are putting a new vibration out into the world, and we are calling in the next big adventure. And so it's interesting to see how things will develop and how things will play out. I am feeling like, I don't know, feelings of like anticipation and eagerness and excitement, and I'm excited about summer and like outdoor adventures, and I'm ready. I'm feeling it, y'all. I'm feeling ready for like fun times and happiness, and I don't know, taking chances and putting myself into stuff, and maintaining all of the systems I've put in place, and reflecting and tweaking and making the changes necessary. So all we gotta do, y'all, is keep on keeping on. It's just always a process, but I think that things are getting good. I've been hearing a lot of interesting messages from people, a lot of like near misses and challenges and moments where, people have like almost done one thing and then they didn't, because of like, one of the readings or like something we talked about, or like one of the warnings about the Omer. Like, it's all like so challenging right now. And so just don't do anything crazy, because our egos are really being challenged for another few weeks. But I think we're all getting through this together as a team, as a community. And yeah, I'm hopeful and excited for us, and I'm proud of everybody. And I'm excited to hear all of you guys's, progress and feedback. So yeah, I love it when y'all leave comments and send me messages. Like the video, subscribe, tell your friends, save it in a playlist, do all the actions and things. And you can also hit notifications, or there's like a bell and it'll turn your notifications on for when I post, because depending on my schedule, sometimes my videos, like, sometimes I get them uploaded like in the middle of the night, so sometimes they're available in the morning, or sometimes they're like, I can like upload them in the afternoon if I'm off. So yeah, I'll just keep on keeping on, and you do the same. And yeah, we're growing this channel, you guys, slowly by little by little. I was like looking at the analytics, and the numbers are starting to go up just a bit. Like the exposure for my the amount of like accounts that I've been exposed to has increased, thanks to my viewers, thanks to you guys, thanks to your comments and your likes. Really helps. It makes a difference. So yeah, I ended up getting like kind of a boost on a few videos and getting a lot more views than I usually do. And I think it's because we're all watching and doing this together, and it's become like this like group thing, and it's like a group manifestation. We're like a little coven, inner circle. All right, you guys, I'm going to, I don't know, watch something good, pull some cards, be cozy, take it easy. I suggest you do the same. All right, ciao.